Welcome to a new video.
I'm going to show you, because you asked me to, what will probably be my new favorite pickup truck. Right here behind me we have the electric Hummer. A monster that, as we all know, is the heaviest car in history.
I mean, it's the vehicle. Obviously, excluding cargo trucks and such, it's the heaviest personal use vehicle that exists.
Heavier than the Cybertruck, any pickup, or even the M5, which is quite a battle.
A true heavyweight clash. It's the heaviest vehicle ever, weighing over 4 tons.
But it has 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower. It's ridiculous.
Now, is it fast? Yes, very fast. We're going to test it right now, but I think they put in the 1,000 horsepower so it would feel normal. What I like the most about all this is that it feels like, let's see, a car that's really fast, but still pretty normal.
I mean, you're in traffic on the street, you use everything, and you can feel it.
It doesn't feel like you're driving a tank. That's really what it is. It feels like you're just driving a normal vehicle. Now let's take it for a spin. Honestly, I love this truck. I didn't expect to like it so much. When I first saw it, or when it just came out, I really liked how it looked physically. To me personally, I think it's gorgeous. I think this color doesn't do it justice, but it does help. Look, the color's very nice. I'm not saying it's not nice, but I feel like I've seen them in white and white. It looks more aggressive. It looks more, the details stand out more. So this one looks more, more flat. More like the black color, for example. The color is beautiful. It's like a little brown, but yeah, I think in white it looks a little more aggressive. Physically, I think it's a very beautiful truck, and well, after using it, I think it's ridiculous. Well, the Raptor, honestly, the Raptor was always my favorite pickup. Ever since it came out, from Generation 1 up until now. Then the TRX came out, and I think they're beautiful too, but this one, man, I think this one made me fall in love.
The only downside I see, definitely, is the electric issue. Especially in Mexico, we're not prepared to have electric vehicles. Unless you just use it at home, I mean to go to the office and back. But I think this vehicle isn't for that. This vehicle is for going on trips, for going to the mountains, to do whatever you want, to have fun and go wild. And for that, well, the electric part really limits you a lot.
So I think the only real problem I see with this vehicle is this. Honestly, that's just me. Well, the problem is that it came out when, well, the whole electric thing was hyped up. But I think the ideal thing for this car would be for it to be, yes, 100% electric, especially to drive it like right now.
You'll see how it drives. Maybe if it had a small engine like these. There are many cars that have this system, which isn't hybrid, but more like Nissan's, the e-Power. And all of these are electric cars, but they have a little engine to charge the batteries. And I think that would be ideal for this car.
I'm not saying they should take away the electric part.
I'm saying that we need a way to go farther without having to worry about where to plug it in. Currently, I came to Cuerna because my parents are here.
And well, you're all nervous like, will I make it? Will I not make it? Will I be able to go and come back on the same battery? Like, that's not very cool. And that's just going to Cuerna, literally.
If I went to Guadalajara, I know I wouldn't make it.
So yeah, I think the whole 100% electric thing,
I see a little issue there, especially if it's a vehicle for traveling, you know, to take the little bike along.
That it's a pickup. The one that's not a pickup, I don't know what it's called, but it's exactly the same. It's not just a pickup. I like it, but the pickup drives me crazy, especially when putting the bike in the back. So if I bought it, for example, if I had the money, first of all, assuming I have the money, what if I want to load the bike in the back and go to the races?
Well, I couldn't because of the electrical issue, but anyway,
Aside from that, including this, I'm impressed with the level of the vehicle. It brakes well, and the suspension, what can I say?
Air suspension apparently, and it absorbs absolutely everything. And the engine, well, you already know, 1,000 horsepower.
That's more than enough explanation to tell you how it pulls. Even though it's a bit heavy, really heavy, it pulls like a demon. And you can take the roof off, you can take the roof off here like a Jeep. In fact, there's more, friends. Let's take it off. We're going to take it off for the first time on video, because I have no idea how to remove it.
A few centimeters later. Hey, it's really light. It's really light. What is this?
Does anyone know what this is? Mahan, I'm not here to give you facts. You already know that Drifter doesn't give facts. If you want facts, go to another channel. Drifter is here to show you how I enjoy the vehicles they lend me to give facts. Like, oh yeah, it has this many newtons of force and all that. Now, not here, guys. Here, we're here to have fun. But I think it's fiber or plastic. It's way too light and super quick. What's this? Now, from the inside, I really like that. In the end, the HUMMERs. Initially, well, it's the HUMMER H1, which is a 100% military vehicle. So I really like that they're keeping this style. Military style, which actually, well, it's no longer a military vehicle, but it keeps its roots. If you look, the screen looks a bit like, well, like something out of Call of Duty, right? Like a military video game with the little things it has, you know? Yes or no, it feels like a military vehicle. What do you think? It really looks like something from Call of Duty, right? It looks just like a video game. I really like it in white. You can raise the height of the truck. I don't know how, but I know you can raise it. I heard that a while ago. Look here, normal body height raised, extraction. Yes, sir, that's what we're looking for. Here too, we have how much it's tilting and everything for off-road purposes. We have the battery charge, which is very well charged right now. On this side, it's how much you accelerate. Look, we're going to accelerate it. I accelerate a little. Look, when you brake, the battery recharges slightly, just like other electric cars. It's regenerating. And by the way, it has this little paddle here, like for shifting gears. It's interesting. Maybe I haven't really figured out how to use it well, but it's a brake that I imagine is for recharging the battery. Look, I'm not touching the pedals. I press it and see how it brakes. It brakes quite a bit, and you can see it's recharging the battery. We're almost at 0, and that's just with that little button now. I would expect that if I press the brake with my foot, like anyone else, it would also recharge. So I really don't know what the function is, I guess, by pressing with your foot. You'd also use the brakes, and this one must be only for braking with, well, with the engine to recharge the battery. It's interesting that we have an extra brake here, and it does get used. Obviously, we have different driving modes on this knob. We can change them. This is where I raised or lowered the suspension. We have crab oil.
I'm going to show you that right now. It's crazy. Huge screens, something I really appreciate.
Thank you, General Motors. The thing is, we have buttons, guys. Now, all the new brands want everything to be digital. But it's nice to be able to turn up the air, turn it down. All the air conditioning controls, well, they really are buttons. And they're really good. They're kind of hidden, you know? They cannot be buttons. That little bar would still look nice, but the fact that they're buttons is appreciated. It also has Google Maps as default, which is good because usually brands have their own maps, like their own maps, you know?
So those aren't good, and this is Google Maps.
So even if you don't connect your phone, it's not connected, and even if you don't have CarPlay, you still have Google Maps, which I think is a great feature. Check this out, 1,000 horsepower with all-terrain tires. Look, maybe I'm going to sound really old-fashioned, but it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I feel like with electric cars, that barrier was broken. Having 1,000 horsepower in a pickup seems insane to me. I mean, in a car that's ridiculously big, having the acceleration of a race car doesn't make sense to me, but that's how it is. It exists, and we have it right now. And yes, it's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. Obviously, electric cars have their pros and cons. One of them is what I was telling you about, that at least in Mexico, we're not prepared to have this kind of car. But their pros are really great, guys. Being able to drive without any noise, because the engine noise even if the exhaust is quiet, is still there and you're always hearing it. We've already gotten used to it.
But the fact that electric cars don't make any noise at all is something that stands out.
Having this kind of acceleration is a whole different story, man. Well, huh? And that's one of the reasons why I do think it could be my new favorite pickup. I'd have to figure out a way if I wanted to go to Monterrey, let's say for a race, well, I'd have to figure out how to keep it charged by one of those generators and keep it plugged in. But yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. It's just insane. A 4-ton pickup truck, and just thinking about it is crazy. You can take the roof off. I mean, boss, this thing is awesome, boss. It has all the gadgets, it's got all the good stuff. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9.9 though. I missed a small engine, a 3-cylinder, a 2-cylinder, or a tiny 1 liter, just a liter. I think the fender would fit in the ashtray of this thing. One of those little engines would fit too. You put a little 1-cylinder engine there to charge the battery. With that, you could go to Alaska. With this one, you can't take a trip to Alaska. But what kind of crazy vehicle is this? I'm in love. I'm not giving it back. General Motors, thank you for my new gift, because I'm not giving this back to you. In fact, I'm going to take off these little details it has. A little wrap, some big tires. We lift it like this and that's it, messing it up.
But yeah, guys, yes, I want it. Yes, I want it. Yes to everything.
And just wait until they see the crab walk. I'm not sure what it's for. Maybe it's for digging or something similar. Extreme measures, but no, really just so you can see.
That for sure is out of this world.
And as you can imagine, the streets of Mexico are super tough. Well, let's just say they do your errands for you. You don't feel it. You don't feel like you're in a war zone on the streets. Look, even a damn tire. Oh God, thank you. 4th transformation. And now let's see if it's true. Are we going to take it off-road for a bit? Honestly, I wasn't planning on it. I hadn't considered it, but there's no way we can't do it. So we're going to take it off-road for a bit.
No crazy stuff and no getting stuck, I hope.
But let's see how it feels, right? What do you think? I hadn't noticed it has 3 wipers. I guess it's because the window is really short and long, so I imagine that's why. They even shop for it on the windshield wipers like it's no big deal. Leave it. And the ground is rough, you can't really tell, but yeah, it's rough. Look, like I told you, I didn't come here to go off-roading or to see if I get stuck, but yeah, it's rough and it feels good. And we don't want to mistreat it either. Even though this is something very strange, but well, it's not strange, I think it's just manners. But even though the cars aren't mine, I always try to take care of them. There's no reason for me to mistreat them, and that way obviously they'll lend them to me.
So more often they'll say, the drifter takes care of them.
So yeah, I could come at 220 here, but I could come fast and maybe end up mistreating it. No, the point is we can test it the same way without mistreating it.
We already took a short path. Why? I'm not sure. The idea is to test it before heading back down.
Yeah, there's a good curve coming up ahead, huh? We've got the Insta, let's see how it turns out. Let's switch to off-road mode. Wow, that's incredible. Let's see what other modes we have. We have terrain mode, trailer mode, normal towing mode, sound mode, off-road. What are you bringing? Well, they can handle anything too, right? No, 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 monster. It's just a monster. No, 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 no. Let's see her in her element, right? Here we can appreciate the air suspension, which obviously goes up and down. As you saw, you can set it to go up and down. But when you turn it off and open the door, it lowers like this. When you turn it on and everything, it goes up.
I mean, you can imagine.
Why doesn't anyone tell me I have a part in the middle? Like Alfalfa, or whatever his name is.
He had that little hairstyle just like I have now, which by the way is also a detail.
Since the mirror is digital, you can't really fix your hair here. You can't tell if you appear in the middle or throughout the video and no one informs you, so you can't see yourself. But anyway, we're heading back now. Let's finish this video with the crab walk. And after the crab walk, you guys are going to tell me what you think, brothers, about this monster. I'm in love. I mean, we should compare them, right? With a Raptor on these roads, I can assure you that a Raptor, well, feels better.
Obviously, there are off-road suspensions, Fox and others. These are air suspensions, and yes, they do help, but nothing compares to a suspension made for this.
But anyway, in the end, I always say it in the videos, well, for everyday use, you don't need more than what it can offer you. You already have more than enough, right?
Yeah, and do you go out every weekend to ride it in the lowlands?
Well, yeah, it's obvious you're gonna need that kind of suspension, right?
But for our daily use, for you who's watching, and for me, this suspension is more than enough.
What I'm doing right now, you don't do it. You'll do it once every 6 months. You'll do it when you sell it. You'll do it 3 times. Basically during the time you had it at home.
I mean, unless you live on a ranch or something, the suspension is more than enough, but you know what I mean, right?
Also, like sports cars, people compare them and say, oh, it brakes, oh, it accelerates. Yeah, bro, but you won't take it to the track. What you have to enjoy is your day-to-day on the street and everything you normally use it for.
So, well, this is the same. What we're experiencing right now isn't something you do every day, right? If you only do it occasionally, this truck is more than enough.
But anyway, I'll leave you with the crab walk.
Brothers, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this monster of a vehicle, and I'll see you in the next video.